Hi everyone, my name is Frenny and today we will be presenting our group project on Nestle Company and I will be starting on the introduction part first. Nestle is a multinational corporation that is one of the largest in the food and beverages business in the whole world. The Nestle Company was founded in 1866 by Heinrich Nestle, better known as Henry Nestle, with headquarters in Venice, Switzerland. The Anglo-Swiss Condensed Milk Company, which later became Nestle Malaysia, commenced operations in Malaysia in 1912. Nestle Malaysia presently has a head office in Mutiara Damansara, Petaling Jaya, Selangor, and 6 sales offices with about 5,000 employees across the country. Nestle also produces its own goods in 7 factories and sells over 300 halal products across the country. Nestle's objective is to be the world's leading nutrition, health, and wellness company by consistently offering world-class products of the highest quality, reliability, and convenience, all while adhering to business excellence standards. Nestle's goals is to improve people's lives by providing good food and beverages everywhere so they can live a healthy lifestyle. Moving on to the problem identification, aside from the fact that Nestle has stayed prominent over the years, business problems are inevitable. We have discovered several problems associated with Nestle's business. First of all is responsible sourcing, whereby, despite having a globally recognized brand, Nestle tends to rely on their advertising strategy, which focuses more on traditional broadcast and print advertising for their products' marketing purposes. This strategy results in high volume of marketing expenses as well as the risks associated with the returns, both of which have an impact on the company's long-term sustainability. Next, Nestle also has some ethical difficulties when it comes to assuring the safety and quality of their product for consumption. One of Nestle's ethical problems stems from their promotion of a substitute baby formula to third world countries, where they failed to ensure that the product was safe to be used in the third world country's environment, resulting in major health problems. Additionally, Nestle must commit to environmental activities in order to solve global environmental challenges which are viewed as a serious problem by their consumers. This is primarily referring to their product packaging, which plays an important role in guaranteeing food safety, minimizing food waste and the resulting environmental effects, as well as providing nutrition and quantity guidance. Furthermore, the pandemic has had a significant impact on Nestle's company, with most of the affiliate companies being forced to close their doors and much more, resulting in a decline in Nestle's financial gain. Besides that, Nestle also has a pricing problem, particularly in their food products. This is because the pricing of their products is heavily influenced by the pricing changes made by the large merchants who will be selling them. Moreover, Nestle confronts the problem of innovating and renovating existing products in order to compete with newly emerging competitors offering nearly identical food and beverages products.
Hello, very good evening. My name is Christine Deborah, and for this slide, I will talk about the internal analysis marketing mix 4Ps about Nestle. Nestle marketing strategy examines that the brand using the marketing mix framework, which includes the 4Ps, product, price, place, and promotion. So for information, Nestle marketing strategy aids the brand competitive company positioning in the market as well as the achievement of its business goals and objectives. So let's start with the Nestle marketing strategy and mix to get a better understanding of the company's product, price, place, and also the promotion. Nestle product strategy. In terms of Nestle marketing strategy, the product strategy and mix are as follows. Nestle actually is the largest food manufacturers in the world. So approximately they have roughly around 1,000 brands with a diverse variety of items that form the foundation of its marketing mix product strategy. However, it largely concentrates on the following items. Let's start with the dairy food products. Some of the dairy food products from Nestle is like Nestle Milk, Lactogro, Milo, and as per mentioned. And as per mentioned by Nestle, through the promise of the delivering good food, good life, they will continue to provide relevant product offerings that resonate with consumers' needs in order to support Malaysians of all ages lead happy and healthy lives. Another product produced by Nestle is chocolates, which is Kit Kat. Chocolates are one of Nestle products' profitable categories. Kit Kat are very popular items also. And on the other hand, beverage, Nescafe. I'm sure that everybody know what is Nescafe. Everyone is very familiar with Nescafe because this is the world's most famous coffee company, and Nestle actually is the owner. So it's actually available all around the world, and even today, a leading global coffee brand, Nescafe is synonymous with Malaysia's coffee culture and a well-loved household brand in Malaysian homes. Through its diverse and convenient offerings, Nescafe has a single-minded goal, ensuring only the best cup of coffee for consumers and delighting instant coffee drinkers with distinctive tastes and flavors. The brand continues to create memorable moments and nurture special connection through every cup. Last but not least, the ready-to-cook meals. Nestle actually has developed a number of ready-to-cook meals, as well as cooking aids such as Maggi instant noodles, Maggi pasta, Maggi cukup rasa, and others has also become one of the Nestle biggest hits. This is for the products, Nestle product strategy. So let's go to the pricing strategy at Nestle. For your information, the pricing strategy at Nestle is actually determined by perceived of quality. And how it goes is the competitor items may be less priced on the market than Nestle products is in the same category. Okay, let's do some example like instant noodle Maggi. So actually, when compared to other instant noodle brands, actually it is a little bit more expensive. Why is it? The reason for that is that the product actually perceived worth is significantly higher, and customers actually are willing to pay for a higher quality. So frequently, things come in a variety of sizes and prices. So for example, Maggi single packets and Maggi packets of five pieces can be had for a very, very low price. On the other hand, Nestle also have a pricing strategy primarily consists of offering numerous SKUs, which is called stock keeping units, at various price points, line filling to cater to various clients. So you can serve a big number of customers using this. We can also see that they provide bulk discount at places like Maidin, Speedmart, Survey, Bataras, and Tesco, and among others. So they maintain a very competitive pricing strategy in the chocolate industry also. So the prices are almost identical to those of Cadbury's. This is of their competitor. Yeah? As a result, Nestle pricing approach in the marketing mix is influenced by the competition, the product's quality, the location served, and also other factors. Next, let's go about place in the marketing mix at Nestle. Nestle has a distribution method similar to that of a fast-moving consumer goods company. So actually, Nestle has two distribution methods, which is, first of all, like manufacturing, CNF agent, distributors, then retailers and consumer. The second one is manufacturing, bulk buyers, and consumer. Next. Nestle actually is a very powerful marketing and sales network. They also introduce the trade discount and other strategies on a regular basis to keep the channel engaged. So, for example, the distribution of Maggi, the most popular product, as well as Nescafe, it is a huge difficulty. Nestle can drive other products in the market because of these two products. As a result, the distributor may receive a discount on a stronger product in exchange for the purchase of a weaker product or vice versa. So Nestle problem is that it competes with Cadbury's in the chocolate market. So it making it harder to sell chocolates. So Kit Kat may have its unique marketing strategy, but on the other hand, it is no better than dairy milk because Nestle most difficult issue is persuading shops to sell Nestle rather than Cadbury. So promotions are the most common way to combat this. And next, let's move to the promotion in the marketing mix at Nestle. The Nescafe team is one of the most well-known tunes. So it was one of the most effective advertising efforts all the time. So actually, as it was launched at least 2 decades ago, Nescafe, on the other hand, saw a significant increase in the market as a result of that promotion. So, for example, Maggi. Maggi great product quality and funny and unique commercial. On the other hand, enhance Nestle brands. So whereas Nescafe emphasize value and the wonderful things in life. So Maggi emphasize the moments you share with your Maggi. So the latest campaign was entirely focused on the Maggi experience, and participants were required to come up with several creative methods to consume their Maggi. On the other hand, Nestle also employs TVC, like television, radio, or billboard, and ATL above the line marketing on regular basis. And it is actually available online thanks to some of their clever marketing. So overall, Nestle is a brand with strong products and marketing, resulting in a higher brand recall value. So far, that is all from me now. I think I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Farhana and I will be continuing on presenting on the pest analysis that was used by Nestle Malaysia. So before we start, I would like to explain a little bit about pest analysis. So basically, pest analysis is an extensive tool that is used by many organizations all around the globe to actually critically assess their external environment, where at the same time to identify the strategic risks that they would probably face in case there is any changes in the external environment. So this tool is actually widely used to examine changes and also determine the consequences on a firm competitive advantage. So same goes to Nestle as well. So firm will be able to also make a better decision when they employ the pest analysis. So basically, PES is an abbreviation for politic, economic, social, and also technology. Before we move further into the pest analysis, I will first explain to you the processes involved in the pest analysis, what companies or what organizations have to go through in this analysis. So first of all, company or firm, they need to identify the pest factor. What is the political factor, what is the economic factor, the sociological factor, and also technological factor. They need to identify each of these factors externally and what will actually influence the company's condition from the external environment. And then the next one is to analyze the possible effect on the firm. So which means they need to analyze which factor can influence the most, or what factor that have the biggest influence to the firm. And then the next one is to categorize factor into threat and also opportunity. So the organization or the firm, they need to identify which of these factors that actually can be classified into threat and also opportunity for that particular organization. The fourth one is to prioritize factor to be assessed. So what are the factors that they should assess? What are the factors that they need to take into account in order for them to moving forward? And then the last stage of this process of past analysis is for the firm to develop corrective or preemptive strategic action, where what can the organization do to adapt to the external changes. So in the further of this presentation, I will also explain to you what are the factors involved for the company in discussion, which is Nestle. Let's take a look at the politic factor in the past analysis, which concern on the political changes in the country where the company is established. So for Nestle Malaysia especially, it is a foreign company, so they will have to take a look into the Malaysia's political changes and also political situation in order for them to penetrate the Malaysia's market. So political factor in past is actually a factor that influences the way law enacted by government that will actually affect the company. And this factor may influence the company's output and also financial condition. So in the case of Nestle, in order to penetrate the Malaysia's market in food and also beverages manufacturing, so they need to comply with the government basic requirements, such as in terms of labeling and also preventive food safety system according to the Malaysia's food regulation in 1985. And also in addition to that, they also need to comply with the taxable and also dutiable goods as well. So countries across the globe, they have different they impose different trade tariffs. So same goes to Malaysia, so they need to get import permit if they need to import food product and comply with the food safety department if they were to export goods. So Malaysia also imposed both import duty and also sales and services tax, or SST, for importing goods into the country. So therefore, this requirement must be adhered by Nestle in order for them to manufacture their goods and also in order for them to distribute their product in or outside of our country. So other than that, Nestle also need to be very observant and alert on regulation in different states in Malaysia. So for example, an import permit is probably required in Sabah but not the rest or the other part of the country. So this kind of thing, Nestle need to be very observant and they need to alert in terms of economy. So Nestle need to carefully assess the economic condition of a country before they enter its market. For example, infrastructure accessibility. This factor is so important to any foreign company to assess first, because it will determine how the product distribution will be done across the country and how the infrastructure in Malaysia can add to the distribution process. So other than that, looking at the country's consumer disposable income is also important, because if consumers have less disposable income, it may affect the consumer sentiment, and in turn, consumer buying behavior will be affected. So if this happens, Nestle can consider producing a relatively cheaper product targeting this consumer, or selling the existing product at a cheaper price, especially for these consumers. So to add, not only does the consumer spending habit can actually affect Nestle, but also in terms of trade policy liberalization. So if trade is too strict, Nestle will have problem to distribute their product to their targeted consumer. Next, the third factor is in terms of sociological factor, which actually concern on consumers' work habits, attitude, taste, and also preferences and specific form of demand. So Malaysians appreciate and love their local food so much, and to adapt to this, Nestle has actually developed products that suit consumer palate, and such as Maggi instant noodles, asam laksa, and curry as well. So these actually suit the local taste in terms of food preferences and also taste. Furthermore, nowadays consumers are more concerned on their health, especially for their babies. So Nestle actually created formula milk for babies who are allergic to breast milk, and it became a preferred product by many, especially mothers. So to further support at being health conscious, Nestle also held program for kids between 7 to 12 years old with their parents, and to engage them with nutrition and also physical activity awareness campaign. So this program also intended to improve knowledge, attitude, and practices about nutrition and activity as well. The last factor in pest analysis is the technological factor. So in terms of technological factor, Nestle actually have already started incorporating their operation by using technological advances. So first is in terms of intellectual property right, where they will protect their ideas in terms of the ingredients, marketing plan, and also packaging from being stolen by other companies. For example, nowadays it is very easy for other companies to steal your ideas if the ideas is not being protected or not being patented. So this is one of the way how Nestle will or can cope with this kind of situation. And then the next one is in terms of the empowerment of supply chain. Nowadays, the supply chain, the logistic and also supply chain industry is moving very fast. So in order for Nestle to procure their raw material, they should be able to use the technological advances in order to speed up the procurement of goods and raw material to produce the product.
Hi, salam sejahtera and good evening. My name is Sharif Shafi'i. I'm from group number 4, and firstly I want to say sorry because I'm now in Kuala Nerang, uh, in Kedah. So I came to my wife's kampung, and there are no internet there, so I just come here in some government building. But I'm sorry for annoying sound around me. So now I will continue our group presentation in SWOT analysis of Nestle. Okay, as we know, the SWOT strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat are the four components uh, which are more important in strategic plan. It's a common way for quickly analyzing and straightforward. Uh, okay, and firstly, when we look for the strength first. Okay, what are the strength of this company for this Nestle? As a multinational, first for the multinational firm, Nestle has wide range of business interests in wide range of industry, very wide. This and then second one, it has long-standing connection with a well-known company like Coca-Cola, Colgate, Palmolive, and yeah, there's already have connection, long-standing connection with this company. Also, their strength is Nestle is owner of some of the world most recognized and trusted brand. Some of family are rely on its product from generation to generation. And number four, Nestle company support innovation at the local level. integrate technology and is working on enhance the raw ingredient used in its product. Nestle also investment. Nestle investment is number five. Nestle investment in digital transformation has enabled them to become a data-driven in areas such as marketing, social media, production, supply chain. They have data about that. And Nestle also has a large and diversified distribution network that extend beyond metropolitan region or area to rural area. Okay, that's a big, big distribution network. Okay, then also have close tie with supply, tailor, vendor, and distributor. Number seven, Nestle also own over 2,000 brand worldwide. 2,000 brand. They have owned over 2,000 brand worldwide and has redesigned and redesigned over 8,000 items with nutrition and health. Okay, very 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 huge, many product they have. Okay, for the weakness, okay, now we look what the weakness of this company or Nestle, what we analyze. So the first one, in order to sell its goods, Nestle always depend for on advertising, which generate the marketing expenses and the risk associated with the return. Nestle long-term sustainability will be threatened by this policy. Okay, in order to shift, that's number one, in order to shift the public impression and promote conventional sale, then company of Nestle significant depend on advertising. They always depend on advertising. So, and then number three, only few brand are critical to company success. Only a few brand, Nestle brand their product are critical uh, to significant to company success. As a result, the company is affected by unexpected shift in customer behavior. If they shift to another product, so it will directly impact to company revenue. Okay, number four, consumer all across the globe critic Nestle for not position and sell their product effective. For the classic example is when the breast milk substitute in third world country, the product was being used by uneducated mom with the untreated wastewater, so that's result the large number of illness. So that's the consumers critic about this. And number five, Nestle retail food sales are largely influenced by the price change of the large retail giant, giant retail like Tesco. Nestle's sale might be impacted if they shop or large giant retail this lower or rise their price. So that will directly impact to Nestle revenue. Now let's research for what opportunity we have for Nestle. So number one, Nestle has a fantastic chance to expand its e-commerce and online retail platform. Okay, grow internet shopping might lead the creation of new distribution channel that overcome traditional shop. So that one is there may be an opportunity for them. And number two is the modern customer has access to more information than ever before. Now customer can access more information with the expand the internet in advantage openness openness. Consumer will benefit from openness if they knew where raw material come from. So when the customer know where the material is come from, so the customer will feel more connected to the brand and has high level confident on it. And number three also, what yeah, opportunity. Number three, consumer. Uh, customer now really on their purchase choice on whether or not the product is environmentally friendly or not. So Nestle can establish a positive brand image if it's more open about where this ingredient come from. So, so customer can will be confident because this company is uh, environmentally friendly. Okay. And number four, if Nestle has fantastic chance to expand into a business other than food and drink. So they have chance to expand to business other than food and drink because it's their name. Nestle may develop and enter market other than food drink by develop strategic relationship with other company. Also, and number five, demand for prepacked meal is drive driven by lifestyle change, such as now people working longer work hour, and women also many women in workforce and more single person in family. So demand for prepackaged meal will be increased. And then number six is growing interest in health and nutrition may boost demand for Nestle, good like energy drink or something like that. Okay, and number seven also the opportunity is using its well-known brand name. Nestle has great chance to expand the number of small food startup company. Go they can join together or they can make engagement with this small food startup company in order to boost its brand identity also. Okay, and the last one but not least, uh, number eight. Okay, an excellent way for the corporation to expand sale and profit it via strategic relationship with other food and beverage company. Okay, now we look for the what the threat this for this company. Okay, we analyze and number one is streaming video and other new technology reduce the efficiency of conventional broadcast and printing advertising. So that one is will be some trade for this company for Nestle. So they must go to the new technology, not only depend to conventional broadcast or printing advertising. And number two is prepacked meal are increased, being critic by they being critic by for being artificial and harmful. So the people critiques this prepacked meal. Okay, so the result, fresh and neutral food becoming more popular in several marketplaces. So that one must be Nestle must be careful about this. Also about that plastic packaging does not comply with the current environment regulation. This may lead to item being dislisted, prohibited this product. So Nestle must change their product packaging for more sustainable and educating consumer. And number three, many corporation or business or company like Modelas, Unilever, uh, I mean, their increase. I mean, like this. Many company like okay. Number three, as the company continue to deteriorate, hotel and restaurant close up or leave the business as a result of this crisis. Uh, the company to a financial gain from this variety of institution include Nestle will drop or affected by this crisis of economy. And the price also in number four, the price of commodity will continue to rise as consequences of ris- ri- rising of cost, rising cost of raw material. I mean the core material increase, so they will affect the Nestle. There will be drop in sale, profit margin, and brand switching if the price is raised further or the price is increased. Okay, and then the last one, brand switching is common. Brand switching is common in highly device consumer. And now, brand consumer always switch their product where they have power to customer have power to choose a brand based on the variety of including availability, different group suggestion, choice, price. So which make it difficult for consumer to stick to single brand. So that's what this is for is what opportunity trade. Uh, uh, this is the four component: strength, weakness, opportunity, and trait about Nestle. So the, uh, so this is very common and very quickly for analyzed thing. Uh, so it's a great way to keep working toward this strength, identify its shortcoming, and take advantage of its opportunity and trait. Okay, that's all from me, and thank you very much.
Hello everyone, I am Janshir and I will be presenting the next section of our presentation, and that is the evaluation and recommendation given from our analysis. The methodology used in the evaluation are as follows. Firstly, we analyze the information from the SWOT analysis and pick out the highest contributing statements that bring the most meaningful positive impact to Nestle. Next, we evaluate the current marketing strategy implemented by Nestle. With this information, we can develop recommendation, and that is the final step. Let's look at step 1, which is the information we derive from the SWOT analysis. Looking at their strength, Nestle has shown promising strengths primarily on their excellence in brand image and global reputation. This increases customers' confidence and loyalty towards Nestle. Besides brand image, Nestle also emphasized towards corporate social responsibilities as the firm's attitude towards sustainability. In return, these efforts enables customers to be appreciative on Nestle's responsibilities towards the environment. Some of the weaknesses we notice is that some of Nestle's products do not promote healthy lifestyle, such as selling chocolate bars. From the SWOT analysis, most of Nestle's strengths overpowers their weaknesses. However, looking at their weakness identified above, this creates an opportunity for Nestle, which is to venture into healthier snacks, such as selling zero-calorie cereals or even high-protein snack bars. This approach may attract customers that are very health conscious. The last section of SWOT analysis is the threat. From our analysis, the main threat in this sector is that increased competitiveness due to increased rivalry from rising of other firms. So these are the summary of the SWOT analysis we have conducted. After analyzing the SWOT, we investigate current marketing strategic approach used by Nestle. From our research, Nestle implements the cost leadership strategy. This means they establish a competitive advantage in the market by having the lowest cost of operations in the industry. It is clear they use this strategy when we check out the cost of their products or services. They offer as low as reasonable possible. However, the disadvantage of this approach is that it requires specialized equipment, specialized employees, and establish massive plants in order to produce low-cost goods. Therefore, in our recommendation, we would like to recommend Nestle to look into the diversification strategy. Generally, this approach is best used for companies developing their business growth by launching new products in new markets. Since Nestle is a food and beverage company and it designs multi-species, multi-standard, and multi-level products that span practically in all segments of the food and beverage industry through a linked product diversification approach. With this method, customers will have more options to pick from because the brand will have more shelf space, preventing competitors from invading, for example, in a marketplace. This is the summary of the evaluation and recommendation. Thank you.
Hi, I am Joinot Aikoran Sebansin, student matrix MB20120002T, and I will be talking about the implementation and control. By referring to Chimpanzee 2004, the implementation of an idea is very important, as without action, the idea is only an imaginary from someone. Essentially, until a strategy is implemented, it remains a plan, not an operational reality. Implementation of ideas is critical, as this can bring to a business success. For Nestle, they have spent millions of dollars for their product advertisement. Nowadays, advertisement can be done in various ways at much cheaper price. For instance, many brands were doing the advertisement via social media such as Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and so on and so forth. And I believe each person at least has one social media that they have preferred. By promoting through social media, Nestle is not only able to perform the advertisement effectively, but also can widen their advertisement to their potential customers, not limited to any age group. In addressing the issue of implementation, a typical approach can be done that might enhance the implementation prospect. Among strategies that can help in terms of implementation is by doing a timeline. In timeline, a few elements that can be considered, such as the WH questions. For instance, what is a strategy in implementation of the idea? Where to start? Which market or area that suits the idea? Who is the target customer? When is the right time to introduce the idea, and how the idea can be implemented? Before the implementation of advertisement, for instance, perhaps Nestle can provide all the WH questions. For example, Nestle product Milo, their target customer or consumer is 9 years old and above. Then, in order to link the consumer to the product, Milo can link the advertising through their daily routine activity, such as doing sports, and by doing or tackling this element, this will help Nestle to perform effective marketing to their target customers. Another method that can be implemented by Nestle is by giving a gift promotion to their customer. For instance, the concept of buying 3 free 1 for their product, or by offering a free gift. It is the natural behavior of humans to choose a product that has a free gift. For example, Nestle can provide or introduce free gifts for every purchase of a large unit of their Milo product. The free gift can be in form of daily usage by the customer, for example, water bottle, dish plate, food container, hand towel, toys, and so on and so forth. Psychologically, the customer will rather buy their product due to the free gift options provided. Now we move to the control of product in marketing. Nestle should take priority control on their pricing. As mentioned in the weaknesses in the SWOT analysis, the price fluctuation of huge retail giants like Tesco have a significant impact on Nestle retail food sales. If these stores cut or raise their prices, it may affect Nestle sales. Perhaps Nestle can implement price monitoring to their sales or vendor partner. This is to make sure that their products are not being sold at an allowable price range. This is important as the customer or consumer is always referring to the price before making a purchase. For instance, the customer will compare the price of each product from one retail shop to another. Sometimes there are slight differences in terms of the price for the same product but being sold on different retail shops. Looking into the threats in the SWOT analysis, we can identify that the prepackaged meals are being chastised more and more for being fake and dangerous. As a result, fresh and natural foods are gaining traction in a variety of markets. Perhaps Nestle can broaden their business capacity in other industries such as plantation and agriculture. For instance, Nestle can venture into the plantation industry to provide fresh fruits such as apples, grapes, pineapple, guava, and so on and so forth. By doing this, Nestle can tackle the market demand of fresh foods compared to the prepackaged food. Another suggestion is to venture into vegetable plantation such as lettuce, carrot, spinach, and other vegetables. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi Doctor, my name is Anik Azmi. So for the conclusion, Nestle's marketing strategies and business practices have been addressed under several issues. Despite the fact that they have been initialized with their marketing plans, the focus of this study is strongly emphasizing on learning the marketing strategies of Nestle. Thus, solid recommendations have been provided which can produce marketing strategies that help strengthen and prevent various problems in marketing practice. They need to save and retain a good company name as a source of focus that will decide the company's future. To do so, they must succeed in marketing and maintain a relationship with consumers. As a result, it may provide them with extra opportunities to develop their product. Nestle is still working for the greater success and wants to develop more of their products in the future so they can be the best nourishing food that cares about health, taste, and needs. In a nutshell, the marketing strategies presented are critical to the company's success. They must understand and implement it in business so that the company's management remains solid. The investment in digital transformation has helped the company to become data-driven in areas such as marketing, social media, e-commerce, manufacturing, and supply chain management. Nestle now has an incredible opportunities to grow its e-commerce and online retail platforms. So the growth of online purchasing may result in the emergence of new distribution channels that supplant traditional stores. Above all, Nestle focuses on its mission and assures consistency by making the right business decisions to manage and expand its business in order to deliver on the promise of good food, good life throughout the world. That's all from me. Thank you.